Well, when it comes to Oklahoma's water resources, no industry is more dependent than agriculture. Farmers and ranchers are the first to suffer when it doesn't rain, or as we've seen this year, when it rains too much. Our Brian Bendele traveled to far western Oklahoma to meet some Oklahoma farmers dependent upon not just the rains from up above, but water from down below.
Agriculture is the driving industry in western Oklahoma.
The vast bulk of the money comes from agricultural production, and this county has been for years and years the #1 county in ag production in Oklahoma, and is, I believe, in the top 10 in the United States in ag production.
Paul Hitch is the owner of Hitch Enterprises located in Texas County. This large agricultural operation encompasses 2 feedlots, a pork production, a large farm, and is one of the county's largest employers. A production this size wouldn't be possible without one key resource, and that is water, something Vice President Jason Hitch says is always on the mind.
Obviously, water concerns are always going to be there and probably get worse over time.
Worse because more water is being used than what is being replaced.
Recharge is very slow out there. They don't have as much rain. It's more arid, there's more evaporation, and it's a thicker aquifer and sometimes a greater depth to get down to the aquifer. So for a number of reasons, the recharge rate is very, very small.
Geologist with the Oklahoma Water Resources Board, Noel Osborn, is talking about the Ogallala Aquifer. This underground water source stretches out across 8 states, but is used heavily among the agricultural regions, such as the Panhandle and western Oklahoma.
They use it for irrigation. There's not much surface water in the Panhandle, and so they rely on the groundwater.
And even though agriculture takes up less than 2% of the population, it uses over 80% of the water in this area. However, agriculture is the 3rd largest industry in the state.
Well, water is very important for the crops that we grow because we can get the maximum yield and plant for the maximum yield with water. Without it, we would have to look at it as a dry land operation, and we wouldn't be planting corn.
Mark Bay is a farmer near Shattuck, Oklahoma, and raises over 800 acres of irrigated corn, and says the aquifer is his lifeline.
Potential yield on dry land would be, in an average year would be 80 bushels. On an irrigated crop here, the potential is probably between 220 and 260 bushels.
A major potential when corn has reached a record of over $4 per bushel. Yet it takes a lot of water to grow these crops, something technology has helped make more efficient.
And I don't know that we use less water, we just get more out of what we're using.
In times of dry seasons, these pivots will run 24 hours a day. But thanks to new conservation practices, water is dispersed in a way that reduces evaporation, meaning more water makes it to the plant and less is wasted in the air.
I mean, everybody's got a straw stuck in the stuck down there and taking some out. I don't know how much the demand is, but I think eventually that water will be worth probably more than fuel or whatever. I mean, it's a precious commodity, and I know we don't want to abuse it.
Corn production in Oklahoma has increased this year, thanks to the growing demand for alternative energy. And even though this corn will head to the feed yards, the new push for biofuels is putting more pressure on farmers' most precious resource.